So, Miss Sweetie Bloom, tell me what's on your mind.
Well, it's Applejack. I love her, but it seems like no one else gives her that love. Not that I want everyone to share my opinions, but the lack of attention that Applejack gets just makes me sad.
I have always had a deep respect for Applejack's character, especially when I see how devoted she is to her friends and family. She is often the voice of wisdom when others can't quite see what they're doing wrong. But perhaps you love her character more than most for other reasons.
I think that's true. All those things are true and very much why I love her, but I think it goes a little deeper. She reminds me of my sister, not only in her personality and all the things you just mentioned, but even in our situation. You see, Applejack raised Apple Bloom after her parents died, or at least that's what the fandom has been led to believe. My sister did the same with me. Well, our parents aren't dead, they were just, how should I say, distracted? My father was a hands-off kind of father, and my mother, well, let's just say she was dealing with her own issues at the time. So my sister became a foster mother at 10 years old and continues to be my mother figure to this day.
So, Applejack has been a character that you not only respect and admire, but can also deeply relate to?
Yes, and because of all of this, my sister has always been my hero. I always wished I could be as strong as she is and see her as what I should strive to be and could be at my best.
So, knowing that Applejack shares so many similarities to your real life sister, it troubles you that the fandom in general seems to favor so many other characters even more than Applejack?
Exactly. I think what's worse than people in general not valuing a ponyfied version of my sister is that it's a ponyfied version of me at my best. So when people call her best background pony, it hurts a bit.
Hmm. What first comes to my mind is why certain other characters seem to get more attention within the fandom. And if I had to guess, more often than not, fans are seeking out what makes them happy. Like in Pinkie Pie's case, for example. I know that there are countless fans who enjoy her character because she has this uncanny ability to make others smile. Her random nature causes others to forget about everyday life and enjoy the hilarity. Or in Rainbow Dash's case, I know there are many fans out there who enjoy her character because of all her unbelievable accomplishments, reaching ever higher and being praised by the masses for her efforts. In Applejack's case, though, her greatest strength lies in her ability to uplift others. And out of all the main six, she's probably received the least amount of praise for her efforts. She has to work very hard at what she does, and arguably gets less recognition than any other member of the main six. If a person wants to watch the show to have fun, Applejack is not the first character that comes to most people's minds. If a person wants to watch the show to be in awe of what these ponies accomplish, again, Applejack is not the first character that usually comes to mind. However, if I were to ask someone who is struggling and not knowing where to turn, I'd be willing to bet that a character like Applejack does start coming to mind more often. In times of joy and excitement, most people don't really think about her character. But in times of grief and uncertainty, I can imagine that things would change in her favor. And perhaps many of those same things would apply to your real-life experiences as well.
Actually, yeah. Especially when I think of the role that I play in my group of friends. Oftentimes, when my friends go out to party, they sometimes forget to invite me, unless they need a ride or a place to hold the party. But if one of them just broke up with her boyfriend or is going through a hard time, I'm usually the one on speed dial. A foul weather friend, if you will. And I love being the shoulder to cry on, but I guess I want to be there for more smiles as well.
I don't suppose Applejack's place in the fandom will be changing anytime soon, at least without a drastic change to her character arc. But if I had to think of a character in MLP who is stable and dependable, no one else seems to fit that more than she does. And what's more, she couldn't be happier being anything else. And I'll continue to admire that aspect of her character, not interested in the attention, but rather uplifting those around her.
That's true. And if Applejack is who I want to be, then maybe I can take her as more of an example. Not needing the love or the praise, but being happy being there when she's needed, even if she's not needed that often.
So does that mean you can still appreciate her place in the fandom, even if that never changes for the better in the future?
You know what? Yes, Applejack is best background pony because that is exactly where she needs to be. Not loud or in your face, but always right over your shoulder. I think I can try to be best background pony too.
As long as we can be passionate about what we do, I believe we will find happiness no matter what life throws at us. And if we can make the world around us a better place in the process, then others will learn to respect what we can do as well.
Well, the least we can do is try, and I'm going to keep trying as long as I can. Thanks for all your help, Doc.
Glad to be of service. Same time next week.
As long as there's no one who needs me to be there for them.
Enjoy your day, Sweetie Bloom. It's good to be helping.